everybody. All right, the conversation today, been so present to this, is beyond the empath. Who are you really? I was looking over there because I printed something and didn't grab it. Notes for the topic. All right, I'll just kind of wing it then. Because, we have spent our whole life either figuring out that we're empathic. For me, I didn't know I was an empath growing up. I didn't really get clear about being an empath until now. Call was coming in. Till it was several years now. But as a kid, you were just too something. It was pretty, good morning. Hi, Alita. Good morning. I had a thought right there and it left my head. So, being an empath, beyond being the empath, actually, it's like, who are you underneath that? Who are you underneath the label? Who are you underneath the label of empath, highly sensitive, too sensitive, too over-explaining, over-functioning, all those things that we wear as labels? Who are you beneath that? Those are the questions that have been showing up for me lately. It's more than just me being an empath and highly sensitive. I've been listening to someone on YouTube, and it's called The Changed Mind. And I totally relate to him. He's been in recovery for a while, and he very openly talks about it because that was part of his... Awesome. I'm glad you're going to do your homework. That was part of his journey, was learning what he wasn't to drive into what he is, who he is today. Good morning, Reagan. Welcome. Yeah, if you're new here, subscribe, turn on your notifications. We do this every week. I say that I won't be here next Saturday. I'll be in ceremony all next week and into the following week, but I'll only miss next Saturday. So, how many of us, it's once we finally come to understand that we're highly sensitive, we're empath, we feel everything, then we're like, now what? We wear it like a badge of honor. Oh, excellent. Well, you're just a rock star. Thanks, Alita. Just inviting. I love it. I appreciate it. I know how much you've gotten, so I'm glad that you're bringing your people here. It's amazing. Just amazing. Yes. Once you have owned it, embraced it, embodied it, then what? Who are you? Why are you here? What's your purpose here? It's not to just walk around being sensitive, wearing it on our sleeves, or trying to hide because we're so sensitive we can't turn it off. So I'm listening to this person talking about the changed mind, and it's all about the whole human. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have spent a lifetime talking about the whole human, feeling like I could help anyone and everyone. I could do it all. It's such a big fat freaking ego fix, I cannot do it all. I don't want to do it all. And where I could define my niche was like, I'm an empath. Why am I not working with empathic people? I'm still an empath, even though I'm saying there's more beyond that. There's more of me beyond being an empath. There's more of you past being an empath. That seems to be our first, like our doorway in to who we are. And we are highly sensitive. We're just look around you. There's people that are like, what are you? You're like this freak with this foil hat on or something, because they don't understand how the depth of the sensitivity that we feel. But who are you when you're not? Hi, Mel. Good morning. Who are you when you're not wearing the identity as an empath? Walking around in the world, I'm an empath, I'm highly sensitive. But who are you past that? What's under that? What's your empathic code, let's say, which would lead you to more of why you came here on this planet at this time in this place. Right here, right now. I read something this morning. Rebecca James, she's on Facebook. If y'all are on Facebook, she wrote something this morning about, I need help from my audience to remind me who I was 6 months ago, since from January till now, because that version is no longer there. I completely relate to that. Can you relate to that? Like who you were just 6 months ago, like who is that person? I don't even recognize her. That version of me is no more. I could tell you some stories, but I have no real recollection. And so she was asking her audience to help her remember and how she made a difference for them. Yeah, good. I'm glad you could hear that. It's so I so got that. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, who I was 6 months ago. I could go look at my journals. I'm a journaler every day. I journal, and I could read it from 6 months ago and go, I don't recognize her, because I'm not that today. Pretty amazing. I'm much more comfortable with the woman I am today than I was even 6 months ago. So if you just strip away the label that you wear as an empath or highly sensitive person, who are you beneath that? I know we're all like, I'm me. Well, what's your empathic code? Are you here to lead? Are you here to teach? Are you here to help others by being who you are? That's what I feel like all of our purposes here is to be fully present, to embody who we are. Not just as an empath, but all of it. The whole human being. That's our experience. That's how we help assist others to wake up, if you will, to come online, to experience their whole humanness. Teacher, helper, space holder, transmuter, yes, all of those. And our purpose is not hidden. It's typically what you thought of when you were a child. I wanted to be a witch. I watched Bewitched when I was a kid, and I wanted to be a witch. I wanted to twinkle my nose and create magic. I can't really twinkle my nose very well, but I can just create some magic. It doesn't look the way it did then, the way I saw it on TV, but. So typically, what were you drawn to when you were a kid? Love Bewitched. Yeah, I did too. The more present we are with ourselves and embody ourselves and embrace who we are. I had imaginary friends. Absolutely. They probably were not, well, we called them imaginary, but they were probably your helpers. Dream of Jeannie. Yes, that one too. For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was really a time for women really coming out of the being the what do you call it? Trophy. And being bound. Those two women in those two kind of programs were really women stepping out. It was the beginning of a stepping out. Yeah. So the more we're present with who we are and remembering what we wanted to do as a child. What did you love doing? Where did you lose yourself? I used to watch the bugs. We lived in the country, so I'd watch the bugs. And then the animals, always drawn to animals. And then I naturally healed people. As a little kid, people would be injured and I would automatically lay my hands on them. So those are just some of the things as a child that I was doing automatically without thinking of it, even though my parents really didn't know what to do with me. Like, it's interesting because I remember my dad honoring that, like he would not stop me from doing that, but he didn't know what to do with me. Crayfish in the creek and tar on the feet. Yes, 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 yes. We had crawdads. Is that kind of the same as crayfish? I'm not sure. Yeah. So when we stop trying to figure it out, stop trying to figure out the next plan of action, because I'm the queen. So somebody recently, I was told, you need to channel more and do a course on channeling, being the channeler. Someone else saw me on podcasts, like a big platform podcast. A couple other things I can't recall right at the moment. I'm like, great. I love that. I love that people can see that. What's a line for me? Tiny little lobsters. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. They have no clue what to do with my questions, right? Right? Absolutely. So people see things and they're telling me, and likely telling you, what's the next aligned step? That's really all it's about for me, is what's my next aligned step? What's the universe presenting for me to take the next step into? I don't have to figure it out. I don't have to go draw up a plan. I don't have to do any of that. Just what's the next aligned step? And it will be presented. And I can't tell you I live there 100% of the time, but it's certainly probably, let me see, what's the number? Like 75%, I might say now. When before it was probably 25, 6 months ago. That's how much things have shifted. So just pause here. Just pause. Take a deep breath. I hear the mind just running. Just pause and take a breath. Right? Come back into yourself. And just sit with it. Stick a stick in the spokes so it stops running. You know what I'm talking about. You get on those loops and you want to figure things out. Stick a spoke in there. I keep calling it spokes. Stick the stick in the wheel of the spokes. You know who I'm talking about. And we all do that. I don't do it so much as today, but there are times. But that's not my point. My point is that if you'll be still long enough, embody who you are, embrace it. This is who I am in the world today. I couldn't always embrace it. I was still had quite a lot of fear running the show. And I've been reading this book, The Weary Empath, Dave Markowitz. I interviewed him on the summits when I was doing that probably 2 or 3 years ago. He wrote his second book. And where was I going with that? Oh, he talked about the original wounds. I've called them original wounds from trauma. He calls them original wounds from trauma, but from the aspect of when we're born, we come from spirit, consciousness into this human flesh, and instantly we're abandoned. We carry abandonment wounds. That's the biggest issue for so many. It's too slow, silence, the static. Yes, exactly right. So that original wound he calls is from the abandonment, from when we're children. We come in from this spirit world of consciousness into the human, and then we're instantly separated. So we're really born into that so that we can remember who we came here to be. And remember who we are as a whole person. Not just the labels that we wear. The static is super loud, and I was just listening to the Changed Mind, Dave Bayer. B-A-Y-E-R. David Bayer. Bear, I think he says it like bear, but it's B-A-Y-E-R. And so this morning he was talking about that, the static. this psychological warfare that's by design, and it's all connected. Take a breath. Just letting that land. And it's been going on for a very, very long time. So it's on purpose to keep us distracted, keep us living in fear, so we can be controlled. We feel it all. We know what's going on. Whether we know it here or not, we know. Let that land. I've known my whole entire life. I couldn't put words to it. I didn't fully understand it, but I knew. And that's a part of our role when we embody, embrace, and allow our purpose to come forth. Our soul is calling us forth to take those next aligned steps. We stop living in the fear, and we stop allowing that static to run the show. I can tell you, we have not had the news on ever in this house. And not for a long time when we came from California. A couple times my mom was there and she would turn it on. But we don't watch the news. So if you pay attention to what's being pumped into the culture, it's all negative, fear-based stuff. All is extreme, mostly. Creating static, creating fear. We get it all. How do we tune it down? How do we turn it off? How do we stay sovereign in ourselves when all this shit is constantly being pummeled at us, especially since the entire earth is ascending, yes, into the fifth, and so many are waking up, yes, and those of us who have been transitioning along the way get it exactly. It's garbage. Yes, ma'am. Said. Well said. Well said. You could see it. You see it when they're people are harvesting the animals in the ocean for no reason or for various reasons. But you know, the whales and the dolphins and many of the ocean life are code keepers, information carriers. Oh, Reagan, I just knew you belong here. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. So glad. So glad you're here. Yes. Questions? Anybody have any questions here? I've just said a whole lot of stuff. So where are you at with this? What are you hearing? What's landing for you? I'm going to take a little sip of my coffee. I got some cards out to pull a couple cards. So sad. Yes. It is important for us to rise above that sadness. When COVID happened, the day it happened, Spirit said to me, you need to go live every day. I was like, okay, what? And it was to help people rise above the fear. And I went live every day for that first year. There might have been a few days here and there, but every day I was going live. And then I'm like, okay, Spirit, I'm done. This is too much now. No, you're not done, but go Monday through Friday. And so I went Monday through Friday until probably the end of the next year. I might have stopped before that because we moved here in September of 21. So I think I stopped before that. But it was to help us rise above the fear. And that's why I come here and do these things. The greater understanding and acceptance and embodiment we have of who we are as an empath and more, the greater we are grounded and centered and continue to be the tuning fork in the world, raising our vibration. Instead of constantly trying to regulate the world or adjust to the world. Right? They're actually still on my page, Hello Extraordinary Life, even though I don't use that page anymore. Hello Extraordinary Life. I believe, well, they could have deleted them all, but all the videos were still there. I never did. There were so many, I didn't try to download them all. But they're amazing. We pull cards, and then we talk about whatever was going on, and then we would meditate every day. It was super amazing, actually. Let's see. It's so wild how I know water. The ocean life is communicating about us humans. Right? Right? They are here to assist and guide us and help us. Yep. We're seeing more and more of the videos from the drones that people have. So we're seeing more and more of the animal life and how they act, how they really are, and not how we have viewed them in the past. Super amazing. Super, super amazing. It's important. I'm back to the comment. It's so sad. Yes, it's important for us to acknowledge it, not to carry it. Hear this. It's important for us to acknowledge. We can acknowledge what's happening, but do not carry it. It's not our job. It's not our role here. It never was, but it's what we've been taught up until now. So we're moving out of that and into taking care of ourselves, regulating our own energy. Absolutely acknowledge what's going on. I don't know how you cannot see some of it. I mean, unless you've just got your head in the sand. And that's not what we're here to do. It's about acknowledging it and not trying to fix it or save them or rescue them. Repeat on repeat. When we do that, we get in the way. It is not my job to help you get it. My job is to deliver the message. You receive what you can hear. You're aligned to be here. Now, that wasn't always true. I was desperately trying to get people to get it. I used to be such a carrier. It's remarkable how much I've learned. Yes. It was very innate. It's very automatic. We know how to do it. We know how to transmute the energy. Some of us are transmuters. We learn how to discern what's ours to do for part of our purpose here. It's not our job to do it for everyone. Oh, I had to work on that one. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We have to dismantle the old beliefs that we've carried and been taught. Yes, exactly. Why can't they hear me? Why don't they get it? I'm speaking English. Because they can't hear you. They're not on the level that you are. Not a fault. It's simply physics. If you look at the vibration, if we don't vibrate at the same level, they can't hear, even if they're words they understand. Now I'm like, look, I told you. What you do with it is on you. Exactly. Exactly. Part of our discernment is understanding when they're ready to hear. Not from a place of control or judging. It's simply checking in. Is what I'm about to say going to be heard, or am I just going to waste my breath? And I don't mean that as a judgment. It's simply that I know there are people that cannot, and I don't want to spend my time trying to tell them. It's not my job. I have had such a desperate desire to learn, to understand, and be understood. Thank you for bringing the awareness that they just can't hear me. St. Francis of Assisi. That just reminded me of his prayer. Seek to understand rather than be understood. When you stop trying to be understood, they will understand at the level that they can. But when I'm trying to get you to understand something, I am just beating it. I'm just trying to beat it in you. Let me just force it on you. And they can't, they just won't get it. We don't like it. So you just have to consider, I don't like it when people try to convert me to their religion. Don't fucking talk to me about this shit. I don't need it. I'm not interested. Not. I don't want to be converted. I know who I am. I'm perfectly comfortable with who I am. And I do not appreciate unsolicited conversations like that. Whew, quite a little passion there, huh? So finally aware. No, they cannot hear us. Yes. No, we just didn't know. Parts work is amazing. Internal family systems, doing this in therapy now. EMDR, oh, fabulous. EMDR is amazing. So we don't like it either. I don't like it when someone offers me unsolicited advice. If I'm sharing something and they come back with, oh, you should do this. Have you tried that? If I want your advice, I would ask for it. So think about that for yourself. When I've done it too. There's not a blame or a fault here. It's an awareness. I don't like it, and so I want to be aware that other people don't like it either. And it still sometimes will come out of my mouth. Some little comment or some little something. That really, if I look back, do I really need to say this? All right, this is the deck I have. Just pulled the card out. The card came out of it. It's the Rose Oracle. Drop in my book. Rebecca Campbell, Lineage of the Rose, moved by the goddess. Here for this soul call, gather. Ooh, I have found my exiled part. She's the feisty one. She is that for sure. All right. Just letting you take that in. Moved by the goddess. Here for this. Soul call. Gather. So we are gathering. Our soul calling. And we are here for this. That's what we've been talking about. Yeah, I need to be mindful of the suggestions because I know sometimes, but it's their journey. You know, sometimes I ask, can I share something with you? Then if they give you permission, then share. But pay attention to the cues. Because some people might say yes and they don't really want to hear it. And you know your people, right? You know your people. And you know if you've said something and instantly they close, you feel it. You feel their energies close down. Stop talking. That's what I do today. When I feel them just close off, I'm just like, okay. There's no point in me talking. And I don't take it personal. It's not a personal thing. Good habit to form, yes. Yes. Yeah, because I've had people who were sharing things about their life or their marriage, and I'm like, just want to, because I have a lot of experience. And I'm like, okay, can I ask you a question about that, or can I share something with you? And if they say yes, then you have permission, right? You're not offering some unsolicited advice that they don't really want to hear. They still might not want to hear it, but they gave you permission, so they're going to be open to hearing it. Can I share something with you? Yes. Exactly. Right? It's such a simple question, but it opens the door in a way that they are willing to listen, even if they can't quite hear it all. Thank you. Andre, good morning, or wherever you are. Good day. How about that? The other thing is, here's another thing. When someone says something that I don't like or doesn't land well, I'll just say that, that just doesn't really land very well. This is how I'm hearing this. This is my interpretation, right? Life is interpretation. And so I'm interpreting based on my experiences. It may or may not be what they meant. on Reddit, the Empath sub. I offered if someone had a question. This morning I had several. Wasn't expecting that. Yay! That's exciting for you. Opening the door to share. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Any questions? Here's a question for you. What if your next evolution isn't becoming something else? What if it's finally acknowledging who you've been all along? Hey, Steph. Just at that point, we stop seeking, we stop searching, we stop trying to figure things out. Let's acknowledge who you are. It's part of being human. We stop pushing away or distracting ourselves from the things that we don't want to feel. And just feel it. That's how it moves. It's so fun having you all here and you know each other and you've done courses together. And all right. This deck is called the Elemental Empath. Shoot me a message. Tell me more about the empath. I know she just mentioned it to us yesterday, I think. This card, Inner Darkness. I can't read it. Hold safe space. Knowing patterns. Release versus feed. I think is what it says. I can't read it. Really. All right. Look at that card. Inner peace. Yeah. Inner dark. Let me look this up because I can't really read the thing on the bottom. Oh, hang on a second. They have different sections. See these little symbols up here? There's different sections in the deck. Can you read the bottom of it? I can't read it. It's trying to focus on me. So here's I'm looking at this card. Here's the third eye open. And here's your throat. Kind of between the throat and the heart. So right in there, that high heart area. So it's about listening to your higher self. And allowing yourself to see. The Cyclops, this was their third eye. Remember the Cyclops in mythology? This is the third eye. They only could see from the third eye. They only had the one eye. And we're learning. Have you noticed a change here? Mine has changed. My forehead has changed. It used to be really flat. There's a little like a divot right there where the third eye is. So have you noticed a change in that for yourself? I'm looking for the section. I don't know where it's at. Okay. It's not worth spending time looking at. Yes. So hold safe space for yourself, knowing patterns. Release versus feed. Okay. When we own who we are, we allow the things that we've disowned. That's all the dark part. The inner darkness, that's all that is, or the parts that we've disowned, the parts that we don't want to feel, the parts that I don't like about myself. That's all that is. It's not something to be afraid of. It's not something to run from. I feel a divot. Yeah. Awesome. 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 I'm so glad you can see. Yes. So yeah, you'll notice, this the further we evolve, the the the, the more you'll notice this. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Glad you made it and found it. Yeah, right. All right, lovely. So, any questions on this stuff? Let's see. I'm gonna pull an activation card from this deck as we wrap this up. Welcome, Andrew, she said. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I have a great group that it's just been growing, so I'm super exciting. I'll be in the middle of ceremony next Saturday, so I will not be here. I've been struggling with clairvoyance. What is the struggle? Like accepting it, trusting it, trusting it, trusting what you hear. Listen to your body. And how does your clairvoyance come through for you? Build a relationship with the clairvoyance. Like have a conversation with yourself about clairvoyance and how do I hear you? How do I take action from what I'm hearing? How can I trust what I'm hearing? How do I know that I'm hearing my clairvoyance and not my mind? My logic brain trying to figure out the code. Yes. All right. Well, here's number 11. Just my life number, my life path number is 11. Belief. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. Wow. I wonder who that's for. Spoken from the queen of logic, Stephanie. Me too. We're Geminis, so we are very logical, very mental, cerebral. And we've been taught that. We've been taught to trust only the logic. So belief. You asked. Here's your card. It's for all of us. But Andrew asked the question, or made the statement. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth. Trust myself. Yes. Yep. Mental, you can say that again, right? We've been taught to be logical, to trust our brain and not our feeling. It's our culture. Go, go, go. Produce, produce, produce. In Gemini, right? Yep. So number 11 is an amplifier. And so it amplifies the belief. So what is the belief? You know you're clairvoyant. So listen, just start to build that relationship and trust your sense. Often it comes in that space of, I'm not worthy of this gift, and therefore I will not trust it. Who am I to be giving the messages, or who am I to be delivering what's coming through? When is your day, Reagan? Did you just have it? Yes, enjoy ceremony and listen for the new channels. Right? Thank you very much. Libra, the balance. Yes, like the balance. I'm truly loving this. I appreciate you being here. I'm grateful that it's growing. It's so exciting. I can't even tell you. It's so exciting. And human design, I'm a projector, so it feeds me to have people here and engaging with me. So yes and yes. My birthday is this month on the 18th. I was born on Father's Day. It is every, yes. So this is the Sundance ceremony. It's a native ceremony, and it's the fourth day of purification where we get the tree. It's called Tree Day, and so unless it's a leap year, then that changes it. I use a 9-hour clock, harmonizes with nature, works like a 12-hour clock, also tracks the cycles of the moon. I love that. I don't give exactly 99% of the time. Makes sense of your Libra, yeah. Thank you so much. I'm sure Angela will come again. I may have let her know too late. And that's why it's all recorded. I know Lisa was here and she just got a job, so she will be listening to the recording. Her job is Saturday mornings. Well, part of it. It's a part-time job, so she'll be watching the replay. It's all good. That's why it's recorded. Yes, we're leaving tomorrow, and we'll be back on the 23rd, 24th, somewhere in there. I am not officially a dancer, but I'm there to support. So we do this every year. It's our annual retreat that we do for our spirit. So yeah, 9-hour clock sounds very interesting. Thank you, Andrew. Okay, so I will be back here in 2 weeks. I will definitely put the announcement. So if you like it, subscribe, turn on your notifications, stay tuned, because we do this every week, except for next Saturday. I'll be right in the middle of ceremony. So thank you. I'm very excited. It's growing a lot like this. It's all growing and things are shifting, and it's just really, really beautiful. So have a beautiful couple of weeks. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a beautiful couple of weeks. I appreciate you. I love you, and I will see you soon. Namaste. Thank you. All right. Blessings, soul family. Good day. All right. I'll see you soon.